ones! Jacob's here once again. Thank you for pressing the play button, for spending a little quality time with me and smashing the like and doing all that you do so that everyone can know that not only do we have issues with, stuff that's on the website for the Library of Congress, which has to do with, habeas corpus and everything else, where out of the blue, all of a sudden, their website, just parts of the Constitution just disappeared. Yeah, but we also have drone alien sightings or whatever kind of sightings. I don't know. That's just the par for the course these days. Aliens are going to be the big hot buzz over a military base. And we got another comet flying by. Another comet, another crazy comet that just was discovered out of the blue, disguised as an asteroid. Very strange. Of course, Avi Loeb is weighing in. He's telling everybody it's another alien craft. The alien invasion is coming. And there's some whispers on the internet right now. There's some whispers that a big-time tech guy has leaked information about there's going to be some big disaster and that the world is going to come to an end. But none of it's confirmed, of course, because these are just things to get your attention. But we're the kind of people that ask for the truth no matter what the cost. And if you want to support the channel, get yourself the merch in the description of the video. But the days are a little stressful for a lot of people. For me, very exciting. This is the year that we've been waiting for, this 2025. It's gonna be fire. In your life too. Because we have been working to get our lives together, to make peace with our family members and our friends and our neighbors, and we're using faith instead of fear, and we're being led by the Spirit of God, not the spirit of the algorithm. That's going to tell you all sorts of things, and you're not going to be taking your cues from influencers like Anna Paulina Luna, that's the moon, who was just on Rogan. You remember her, I talked about her a while back. She likes to post bikini shots of herself because she was like a fitness and a bikini model. She actually has a pretty interesting backstory. She was born in 1989 in Santa Ana, California, and she grew up in a pretty tough environment. Her dad was drug addicted. Her mother faced financial and domestic struggles. So, this is one of those things where they're not like Tucker Carlson, whose dad's in the CIA, running the propaganda machine, who's now bringing on nuns. That's a nun all of a sudden. It's just the whole thing. It's like they're making fun of us. But Anna Paulina, she was on the show with Joe Rogan, and she was talking about all sorts of things. She said, I saw the alien craft in a picture. There's rumors. Who is Alejandro? You know him? He was also the guy that came on and he says, they can do this, that, and the other thing, but I can't tell you anything about it. All of these people, they get you so stressed out. They get you so concerned about the aliens. And I'm not saying there aren't. For all I know, it could be underway. For crying out loud, Machine Gun Kelly, the guy that likes to drink the blood of his girlfriend, Megan Fox. I don't know if they're still together. I don't know. Megan Fox is a piece of work. He's a piece of work. Very interesting guy. He was just on a show and he was telling people that he's part alien because his mother was abducted and that when he gets cut, it heals very quickly. I don't know about these people. I think they're all a bunch of phony baloney weirdos. But, you got to tell me in the comment section if you think he's part reptilian. But the big thing that had a lot of people, I don't know if you heard about this, on the Library of Congress's Constitution annotated website, parts of Article 1, Section 8, which is congressional powers, like regulating commerce and military, that was cut off. It was cut off mid-text. And all of Section 9, which limits on Congress, habeas corpus, foreign emboldenments clause, and 10 restrictions on state powers like making treaties or tariffs, they vanished all of a sudden from the Library of Congress's constitutional website. Why it happened? After public outcry, they're like, why are you getting rid of all this stuff? It's like one of these things where it's just going to disappear and we're going to forget it's there. I think you should all probably get a copy. I'm going to get a copy. I don't have a copy, so I'm not going to tell you to do something. You should probably all get a copy. We should probably all get a copy of, the Constitution, just to have it on hand, just to know. But yeah, these amendments, this is a big thing. Habeas corpus is a big deal. That disappearing could be a problem. but there was a little bit of a public outcry. People were saying, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? But they responded to say it was a coding error. Sometimes this stuff happens. New updates go and, stuff gets glitched out or whatever. It's a pretty good excuse. If it's real, you got to tell me. But with that, combined with all of this alien talk, with all of this stuff that's going on with the federalization of the forces that are in Washington, D.C., and the fact that Trump's making it sound like this is going to go on for a long time, 30 days from when it started is September 11th. It's very sus. If you haven't seen my last show, you should probably check it out. I just posted it. And do consider, subscribing. If you're new, I really hope you do subscribe. I would love to get more people subscribing here. It's important. Checking the bell for notifications so you don't miss any shows. Do you know last week there were a bunch of unauthorized drones that were spotted above restricted airspace? Yeah, this is a big deal. This was in Ohio. Ohio gozaimasu. If you're Japanese, I just said hello, good morning to you. I think that's what I said. As reported by News Nation, the FAA on August 10th, so this was just like a little while ago, multiple drones were flying at night. They had no heat signature, so people are saying it's like alien tech or it's something else. But it sounds like the whole New Jersey drone, nonsense that happened for a while. Remember how the government strung us along? Trump's like, I don't know why they're not telling us. They should tell you. They should tell you. Why aren't they telling you? This was when Biden was president. And then it came out and they're like, oh yeah, we knew about it. We knew about it. We were flying the drones. Hobbyists were flying the drones. So it sounds to me like they're just rehashing old psyops to get people confused. But it gives me material to come on here and talk to all of you about it. I think it's exciting. I think what's really exciting is the stuff that's going on out there in space, if it exists. Some people don't think it exists. I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I care that you smashed the like, and I hope by now you have, because sometimes I forget to remind you. It's important. Smash the like, leave a comment, tell your friends. But it doesn't help much with this alien talk that you got on Joe Rogan's podcast just on the 13th. Anna Paulina, claiming she saw photos of non-human craft in a secure setting. I mean, come on. You know what she did before she was, in Congress? She was an influencer. She was an influencer. I told all of you, I said that, Congress and all of this stuff, they're nothing more than influencers. They give their speeches, they do their little selfies, they do their little, YouTube shorts and their little TikTok videos. They all do it. They all do it. We're all being influenced on a regular basis. So, of course, she was a pretty popular influencer back in the day. I'll give you her specs because it sounds like, she's had a pretty remarkable life. She joined the Oregon National Guard, and she even earned a medal. From 2017 to 2019, she became an Instagram influencer. 2017 to it's like 2 years. How do you become a very popular influencer? I don't know. You're serving in the military. I don't know. You're a good-looking girl who's in shape. I don't know. She used to also be a waitress at a strip club, just so you know. She used to model. She was in Maxim magazine. She was like a pinup girl. She still is. She still puts out pictures of herself in bikinis on the Game of Thrones chair. But she ended up coming over to Turning Point USA. You remember Charlie Kirk and all of them? They have those very, they call them the alt-right beliefs. I don't know about any of these people. All I know is this meme of Charlie Kirk always gives me it just warms my heart. He looks like an alien. Maybe he is. Maybe him, Machine Gun Kelly, and the lot are all aliens. You gotta tell me. But there's all the news, the wacky news that's going on. And what does it all mean? Who cares? In the grand scheme of things, what does matter is our faith. Because faith the size of a mustard seed can create your reality. You got a mountain standing before you, got a mountain of debt. You say, be thou cast into the sea, and it will. God will provide. God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him, and God is love. So if you're diligently seeking to love others and to love God, believe me, your life will be fulfilled. At least where I am in life, I can feel like at least I'm doing my best to put the best out there to all of you. I see all of the other nonsense. I see all of the hate and all of the animosity and all of the rage bait, clickbait. And I think to myself, I wish more people would subscribe to me. I really do. Because I know a lot of you probably were stressed out during, the virus of the crown and before it. I know a lot of you, I get your emails about how many of you were panicked. And now, what are we worried about? Because if God be for us, who can be against us? In the judgment, there are two sets of people that rise up. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be, great. It's if you buck the system is going to buck you. It's going to say, buck you, pal, right away. So do the right thing. Be moral, be kind, be considerate, trust in God, and don't have any fear. And while you're at it, support the channel. Come on down, join Patreon, and help the old Jacob out. Go to PayPal, leave a little donation if you want to support the channel. Do what you got to do. Get some of the merch, tell your friends. Let me know in the comment section if these shows cheer you up. I'm trying to do actually more of these shorter videos with a lot more stuff packed in because it helps me, because I do it before I go to work. Now I got to get to work, all right? I got to get to work. I got to help some people find the best night's sleep of their life. It's important to get a good night's sleep too, okay? It is. Be healthy, live healthy, think healthy, trust in God, and you're going to be okay. I love each and every one of you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Picture yourself happy and free, living your life the way you want it to be. No more worries, no fear, no trouble, only peace. Happy at work, at home, with family or alone, regardless of where you roam. Imagine joy is all you know. Imagination is the ground where your future grows. Imagination is the key, you see. If you'd only believe, you'd receive what waits behind the door of infinite possibility. There is a desire in your heart. From this desire you must never part. See the end from the beginning. Picture